Today I wanted to go over the concept of a U-turn. The U-turn is where a trend officially changes, and there's a mechanical way of figuring this out. Most people look at a change of trend and they think about moving averages, moving average crossovers, and other indicators. All of those indicators are derivatives of the price action itself. The quickest and most pure way to catch a trend or to catch a change in trend is to look at the actual structure of the swings themselves. So we'd previously introduced a method of bar counting which makes the swings objective, and using that we can there are basically two ways in which a change of trend happens, and in this example we're looking at a change of trend from lower to higher. You can either make a higher high, a higher low, and then turn up from there, or you can make a higher low, a higher high, and then pull back and turn up from there. And at these points where we break through this horizontal line is the actual point of the U-turn, and the point where the trend then changes from lower lows and lower highs to higher lows and higher highs. So today there's a great example in the 1-minute Nasdaq futures, and this is the same chart we pulled up earlier when we were looking at our quick scalping technique. But I wanted to show you how well this works to find the bottom in the market. And again, this is a 1-minute chart, so this doesn't mean that we're finding a bottom that's going to last, days or hours. But it's a way to know that the series of lower lows and lower highs has changed. So let's say, we gapped up, opened up here, and around here we started realizing that, hey, this is now moving down and for the most part staying below this 10 exponential moving average. Well, let's start to see if we had a bias that we wanted to buy this at some point today, where should we buy it? You don't want to necessarily buy it here and keep getting trucked, buy it here, keep getting trucked, buy it here, keep getting trucked. If you want to find the point at which it's going to turn, we need to objectively draw in our swings and see when we have one of those two things occur, where we have the higher high, higher low turn up, or the higher low, higher high, and then turn up. So starting here, I'll draw in the swings, and again, I'm doing this a little faster because I've done this before, but basically a higher high and a higher low is an up bar, a lower high and a lower low is a down bar, and both the inside and the outside bar take the label of the previous bar. And there's one exception to that, and we'll forget about that exception for now because it just complicates things and happens very rarely. So as you can see, I'm drawing swings. Down, outside, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Yeah, this one's debatable, but well, it's not really debatable. It is like this. It's just an area where sometimes I see it doesn't work, so I've changed the official rules in my head a little bit, where I don't change them, but I notice when I think it's not going to work, and I avoid those setups. I'll give you a hint. It's coming up. Higher low, higher high, and then for now I'll just draw this in. So going back to the beginning of this where we noticed that we were trending down, we had one leg up, we came down, one leg up, came down, one leg up, came down. Now this could be considered two legs up. We have a higher low, a higher high, but we did not turn up from there. We ended up with two legs down. Same thing here, 2 legs up, higher low, higher high, but we didn't take out that higher high. This is actually a lower high to here. And we continue down, with no more than 1 leg up at a time. Now here, 1 leg, 2 legs, this high was 53.50, this high was 54.50. So this is again a higher low, a higher high, but we did not turn up from there. And we made a fresh low. So every time we make a fresh low, I start the count again for a higher low and a higher high. So here's the low of the day at 10:18, and we had a higher low right here, a higher high right here. We had this pullback, which did not take out the low, so we don't start the count again. And right here is where we had the U-turn. And if you notice, ever since that U-turn, right here, ever since that U-turn, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I'm skipping a few minor swings in there, but you get the point. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's see, this low was 00875. We did take that out, so we'll see what's happening now. But the point is, you don't want to buy in here when there's no sign of a U-turn yet. A U-turn can absolutely fail, especially a 1 minute U-turn. But if you don't even have the U-turn, that's way more likely to fail. And another way to use that information is every time you had 2 legs set up, like here, you could bet that the trend is not going to change, right? When you're up here, you've got a very small amount of risk to short it, knowing that your stop should be right here, because that would constitute a U-turn. And and that happened several times. It happened again here. And it's only if you're following this bar structure that you'll notice these points in time. I believe there was one more. There we go. There was one more right here, ABC. So again, well, I guess you didn't go back up and retest. But that's the whole idea behind the U-turn and the change of trend. I hope you find these videos useful and educational, and please drop a like and a subscribe, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to cover.